So it's been a crazy few weeks, not just in Krista and my personal lives, but also just in the Bay Area in general. We've been having a lot of like thunderstorms, fires, a lot of smoke in the air. So we're still definitely trying to get used to posting on a regular schedule, but we totally appreciate your guys' patience with us as we just try to figure out our lives.
And with all the craziness going on, we're so excited to be back with another video. Katrina and I decided we wanted to hop on the trend and show you guys how much we spent in a week. I feel like it'll be super interesting to see the total and then kind of have a reality check, because sometimes we don't really know how much we're spending. And for reference, I'm 21 years old.
And I'm 24. Krista and I both live in the same area of Santa Clara County in the Bay Area. We're practically neighbors. We live that close to each other. And we decided for this video to not include regular monthly payments, so anything like rent or utilities or car payments, just because we felt that wouldn't accurately depict what we spend in a week, since we just make those payments 1 week out of the entire month. We also didn't spend any less or any more than we normally would on purpose, so this video should be a pretty accurate like snapshot of what we spend in a week.
So to start off with Sunday, the first place that I spent money at was Phil's. So at Phil's I spent $5.29, and I don't know, I feel like that's a pretty good way to spend $5.29. I know it does add up when you get it a lot, but Phil's is pretty good, and I'm really sorry if you don't have a Phil's near you. That's tragic. So I just got Phil's. I got a filtered sole with oat milk and sugar, and it's really not that great. I was expecting a lot better. I usually get this like literally all the time, and for some reason it just is not good today. Also, it's very hot, and I'm kind of dying in the car right now. Also, this is not my car, in case we were wondering. And then that same day I went to Safeway, as you can see in this clip of what I bought. So I went to Safeway and I spent, let's see, it spent $14.49 right there. And I bought bell peppers. I guess I'll just show. These ones, these are for my dad, but I did pay for it, so I decided I'd still include it. And then I got cream cheese, the whipped one, because it's so much better in my bagels. And I got these mini peppers because I saw this TikTok of this girl eating peppers with cream cheese and then the everything but bagel seasoning, and it looks so good. Like, it seems like something I would really like, so I wanted to try it out. And yeah.
On Sunday, I went to Roadrunner because my boyfriend and I are running a virtual 5K with Disney. So I needed new running shoes. So I got the Brooks Ghost 13 running shoes. They're a little more clunky than I like in my shoes, but I guess these are more for function rather than the aesthetic of it. So these help a lot just because I've been getting shin splints and like they've been hurting a lot. So these shoes are definitely a lot lighter than I'm used to, so I'm not coming down on the concrete as hard when I'm running. And then with the running shoes, I also got the Roadrunner custom insoles, which is nice because they like mold it to your foot and to your arch so that you're getting the specific support that you need. So the shoes itself were $130, and then the custom insoles from Roadrunner were $75. On our way back from Roadrunner, my boyfriend and I passed through Cupertino and we had to get our T-pumps fixed. If you know me, you know boba addiction is real. So that ended up being $11.25. And then right across the same plaza from T-pumps is a Trader Joe's. So it's all convenient, you know, it's a one-stop shop. So we went to Trader Joe's to do a grocery run so we could meal prep for the week. And so the Trader Joe's grocery run came out to $53.47.
Moving on to the next day, which is Monday, I spent $11.35 at Starbucks. I think I got 2 breads. I got one for me and one for my dad, and I also got a drink, which you can see is very caramely in this clip. What I got? They gave me a straw, but I don't think I'm allowed to use a straw yet. And then at night, I was scrolling on TikTok like I always do every night before I go to bed, and there's this girl who posted a TikTok saying that Paxton had a glitch in their website, or it was actually the app. You had to download the app, and there were masks that were only 2 cents. So I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory. Obviously I had to buy some, and the max you could buy was 5, so you got 2 cents each mask. But the only thing was you had to pay for shipping, which was I think 5 something. So my total was $6.11, and I feel like that's not a bad price for masks. I don't know, we'll see how great of masks they are, but I bought that because it was 2 cents.
Monday was kind of my Amazon shopping day. I bought the Etterluck wooden docking station, and I got this for my dad's birthday gift because every time he comes into my room, he uses my docking station. So I got him one for his birthday. I also bought some stuff for me. So I've been snacking so much ever since quarantine started. It's just snacking during work, snacking during my breaks, snacking when I'm off work. Like, it's just so much food. So I wanted to get a healthier snacking alternative just so that when I do snack, I don't feel as guilty. So I got an 8-pack of the Goodfish crispy salmon skin chips, which has a lot more protein and a lot less carbs than your normal bag of potato chips. And the 8-pack costs $25, which is kind of pricey for an 8-pack of chips, but I mean, they're healthier, I guess. I also bought an 8-pack of the Flock Keto chicken skin crisps, which is, so I have an 8-pack of salmon skin and an 8-pack of chicken skin, and the chicken skin crisps are $29 for 8 bags. So we'll see how that works out.
Moving on to Tuesday, I first spent money at Starbucks, which is bad. I know I need to stop, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. I swear there's something wrong with me. But I spent $5.05, which you can see here. I got a grande iced matcha latte with caramel drizzle, and this is a lot of caramel drizzle, but it's fine. Also, this is really good, so you should really try it. And I also spent money for shipping labels this day. I spent a total of $27.76 of, I think it was 8 packages total. So it's about $3 each depending on where people live. So yeah.
So on Tuesday, I went to Costco gas. Thank God for Costco gas. It's like so close and it's so much cheaper, and like the line isn't that bad anymore. My Costco trip cost me $26.17 to fill up my tank. So later that evening, my boyfriend and I wanted to do like a little date night just to like get out of the house because there's not much to do in quarantine. And so we Postmated Popeyes, which is my guilty pleasure, and we had that delivered to the house. And so the Popeyes trip was $26.59. And so earlier that day, I also went to pick up tea pumps to bring to our date night. And so it was Tea Pumps Tuesday, which, if you don't know what Tea Pumps Tuesday is, it's where you get 32 ounces for the price of a 16-ounce drink. So it's a lot of boba, and it's a really long line, but it's worth it, I think. So at Tea Pumps, I spent $16 because I got 4 drinks. So I got my boyfriend and my drink, and then I got 2 other drinks, one for my little brother and then one for my dad. My boyfriend and I took the Popeyes and the Tea Pumps over to our local park. So I already had art supplies. I have canvases, painting brushes, paint, the mason jars all already at my house. So I'm not going to count that in what I spent. But we brought art supplies, and we just put a blanket out, and we ate and we drank our boba and we painted a little bit and we just hung out outside, and it was nice. It was just nice to get out of the house, you know? That was my Tuesday. That's all I spent on Tuesday.
As for Wednesday, unfortunately I went to the ER. I got my wisdom teeth taken out 2 weeks ago, and then it just started bleeding for 8 hours straight. I know, crazy. We won't talk about it. But that was $150 of copay, so that's the only thing I spent on Wednesday because I had to be in bed and made sure I wasn't bleeding.
So on Wednesday, I decided to support some small online businesses. So I bought this cute Burberry cashmere scarf on Poshmark, and it's in such good condition, and I'm so excited to wear this in the fall and the winter when it gets cold. Bought it from this girl, her name is Michelle, and I will go ahead and link her Poshmark closet down below in the description. And she included this like cute little card with my scarf and everything, so I'm super happy about this. So I bought this scarf for $109, guys. That's a steal for $109. What? And then on Etsy, there's a seller, Hey January, and she was selling these linen face masks, and I think the colors were so cute. I've been looking for really good like neutral color masks. The reviews said that they're like really light and you're able to breathe a little easier in them. So I went ahead and bought some from her, and my purchase from her cost $50.95. So I will also link her Etsy shop down below in the description.
Moving on to Thursday, I went to Starbucks and I spent $7.60. Hello, I'm at Starbucks and this is the first place I'm spending money at today. I'm in the drive-thru right now, and I don't know if you can hear my AC, but I'm only spending money at 2 places today because this is the first place, and then I'm going to Trader Joe's, and I'm pretty sure that's all I'm spending money on today. And right after that, I went to Trader Joe's just to get some groceries, where I spent $69.54.
So on Thursday, I didn't really spend anything. I didn't eat breakfast. I had our meal prep for lunch, and then my mom made dinner. So I basically I stayed at my house all day and ate at my house all day. That's it.
As for Friday, I spent money at Pinkberry. I spent $5.50 for a small yogurt, and I'm pretty sure I got pomegranate. Yeah, there's nothing else that's better, to be honest. I've been getting pomegranate flavor since middle school, and Pinkberry has never came out with a better flavor. And right after that, I didn't make lunch, so I went to Panera and I spent $13.93. I bought soup and salad, and it came with bread. So I feel like it's a pretty good price, right? I have no idea.
So Friday was my dad's birthday, and he's pretty like easy to please, and he has been loving this icebox cake that my mom made a while ago. So I decided to make him his own icebox cake for his birthday. So I did a quick trip to Lucky's, the grocery store, which is just down the street from me. And I spent $9.74 at Lucky's to get Cool Whip and strawberries. And so if you don't know what an icebox cake is, really quickly, it's just a layer of like graham crackers, and then you put Cool Whip, and then you put fruit, and then you keep layering it: graham crackers, Cool Whip, fruit, graham crackers, Cool Whip, fruit, for as many layers as you want. And then on my final layer, I put one top coat of like Cool Whip, and then I put sprinkles like all over it just to make it a little more, you know, festive for his birthday. And then afterwards you go ahead and put it in the freezer for a couple hours. And it's like a healthy version of ice cream cake. That's all I spent on Friday.
And then this is the day that I spent the most money, but on Saturday I went to go get gas, which was $29.65. I wasn't fully empty, so that's pretty good. And I also went to a thrift store to sell stuff, and I spent $56.18. And then I bought more clothes online. I online source as well as in person, and I spent $52.37.
Saturday, we did a social distancing backyard small get together with just my family, and we got together in my aunt's backyard because there's enough room where we can all, each household has their own separate table, and we're like all spread out and like just screaming across the yard talking to each other. I went ahead and went to Trader Joe's to get like salad and fruit for the party. So Trader Joe's cost me $28.54. You already know that while I was at Trader Joe's, I went to T-Pumps. This is my third T-Pumps trip this week, guys. So bad. But I went to T-Pumps again, spent $16 because I got 4 drinks. One for me, my boyfriend, my younger brother, and then my dad. My mom doesn't really drink boba, so. And then for the food for everyone, at the birthday get together, we catered from Smoking Pig in San Jose, and it was our first time, and it was actually really good. So we got brisket, chicken, ribs, and cornbread, and all together, to feed all of us, it was $257.35. I know that's not like a typical what I spend every week kind of thing, but it just so happens that my dad's birthday was this week. And yeah, that's all I have for Saturday. So my grand total is, drum roll, $909. That's a lot more than I thought I spent in a week. Okay, granted, so my dad's birthday dinner was a big chunk of that. And then I made 2 big purchases. Running shoes from Roadrunner, and then the Burberry scarf. So, I mean, like, I don't know. I have a shopping problem, so I would like to say that every week doesn't have big purchases like this. I was expecting more like $500. That would have been solid. Yikes.
As for my grand total, drum roll, I spent a total of $454.82. I feel like it's not bad compared to Katrina, but it's definitely still a lot of money for a 21-year-old that doesn't need coffee every day. Yeah, that's basically it. I know it's unnecessary, but I don't know how to make coffee on my own, honestly. If I just got an espresso, maybe it'd be worth it. Maybe I should buy one. But this is definitely a good reality check for me, because sometimes we just go about our days. We're like, oh, I'm gonna get Starbucks because it's right there, because it's hot, because I'm thirsty, whatever the reason may be. I've gone basically every day, and that's $6 a day, and that's a lot. Some people don't even have $6 to waste on a day. So I'm very grateful that I'm able to buy coffee, and I definitely need to cut down a little bit, because the only necessary ones here are like gas and like obviously the clothes that I'm selling in the ER. Kind of had to do that. It's been nice to see how much I've spent and how much I am wasting money. I don't really think it's wasting because I enjoy it, but yes. And that's it for what we spent in a week. I hope this was kind of interesting to see. I know we spent a lot of money on food. I know I did, and that's kind of all I spend my money on. I feel like it's the only thing worth it. But everything will be listed down below, the products that you can buy if you're interested. And thank you guys so much for watching.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and feel free to check us out on Instagram at Crista and Katrina. And we'll see you next time. Bye!